Ah, yes. Still the finest starting soon screen in the land. My hat covering my camera. The technology continues to shine. How you guys doing today? Got a little crowd. We got a small crowd today, but it's nice to see you all. Yo, yo, yo. It's a hot day out there. It's one of those classic Florida days where the heat is so strong that you don't want to go outside. So, we're streaming during the daylight hours today instead of at night like last night. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. Hopefully I'll take Emmy for a walk right before sunset, and that'll be it for going outside. It is sweltering. And as for the toilet, you guys seem to have concerns. There's a second bathroom. It's not like I just turn around and use this. Unless we hit a certain number of subscribers. That's a joke. That's definitely a joke. It's probably a joke. Into the arena. Is Streamlabs gonna cooperate today and let me switch my scene with a touch of a button like it should? Or is this gonna be hard mode? Stream Deck. Stream Deck. Smash button. Speaking of smashing buttons, smash the like button. Support your streamer. Let's... Okay. Adjust some stuff. No, don't show me chat. You're not good at showing me chat. That can go there. That can go there. Wi-Fi also sometimes dies back here. It's surprising how good the pillows work for sound. This is for you. I'm just hugging a pillow while I play these games. To give you the sound that your poor sensitive little ears so badly crave. Your cute little eardrums. Alright, now why is it not switching the scene for me? We also still have alerts that, well, they show up sometimes. I can't figure it out, man. I really can't. I don't know what's wrong with the alerts. When I add sounds to the alerts, the sounds disappear as soon as I go live. So I don't expect you guys to have to know about, follow, or care about all that. Just know that if you do something like subscribe or super chat and there's no sound that plays, I have tried to fix this. I cannot. For now. I'm sure when I get home and I'm not on a Mac, that it will be fine. I have confidence it will be fine. Now, I also need to figure out, why is my Streamlabs not talking to my Stream Deck today? The tech issues that Macs have, my god. It's like nothing is made for them, and nothing works on them. And it's killing me. It's killing my mental. How do I just relaunch this thing? I think I unplugged it. I think the last thing I did was unplug this. For those who like technical stuff, I only have one monitor. And usually I have 3 at home, including an ultra-wide giant monitor. So, getting to switch between game and scene so that everything runs well, I have to use the Stream Deck. And sometimes the Stream Deck, you push the button and nothing works. Now, I'm pretty sure I could fix it. I could definitely fix it by completely restarting Streamlabs, but that ends the stream, which is awkward and obnoxious. I do not want to have to do that. I just refresh. Oh, did you see that? I hit this refresh button. I think it fixed it. Yeah, there we is. Yep. But my camera's frozen. Good. This is good. This is fine. Great. Everything going according to plan. All right. I think I can fix. Yeah. But you see what we go through for the people? You see how we make it work? You see the fight, the perseverance, the strength, the resilience? Eminem would be proud. So that you guys get entertainment. Can you make an Amalia deck? I've made an Amalia deck, and I put out videos of an Amalia deck for Standard, Explorer, and Historic Brawl. If you missed any of those, I recommend looking through the channel. There's at least 3 Amalia decks. I mean, look, guys. There's a part of me that wants to get Mythic and Standard, and there's a lot of me that doesn't care. It's my vacation, and Brawl is fun, and I just want to do that. Is that crazy? The real question is, who's our commander today? That's the question. Do a toilet review, not this one. All right. What's beaten us? Do we have to go back to the what beat us lately? Because we could make a tally. I do love, I love and I hate a tally both at once. Go. Actually, I gotta do this. Let's check the recent results. What has defeated us? So the Kiora deck, spoiler alert, cover your ears, 3, 2, 1. The Kiora deck didn't lose. Undefeated. What did I play the day before that? Bolas? Bolas. What did Bolas lose to? Lost to Kiora. That's why we played Kiora. Didn't lose to anything. Actually beat everything else. What did I play the day before Bolas? Bolas. Ragavan? Ragavan combo, I think. What did that lose to? It lost to Bolas. We're going down a rabbit hole. Like, when's the last time I lost multiple games? Regular Ragavan did for sure, right? It lost to Rusco. It lost to Rusco. We can play Rusco. We can play Rusco. It's on tape. We have the evidence. Okay. Oh God, I love Rusco. Oh, I love it. Also, I never make this offer, and I'll make it again later in the stream if nobody takes me up on it. I never make this offer. This is me on vacation. I am vibing so good with Historic Brawl right now. $25 super, and you can choose the commander and I'll build it and stream it. I'm not positive I'll make a video of it, but if it does good, I'll make a video of it. $25 super. Today only. One-time offer. If multiple people send it in, it's whoever gets it in first. Super at your own risk. But that is on the table if anybody wants to take it. I never do this. I hate viewer decks and viewer submissions and viewer requests, usually. This is the only, this is very rare. This is my I want to stay indoors on a hot day and I need something to do vibe. Because as much as I love Rusco, I played it a lot, I do feel like I don't have a ton to add to it. So, but this is the main plan. The main plan is Rusco. This deck is sweet. A few new cards I'm trying are March and Black Sun's Twilight. I think the way that Historic Brawl goes these days is people take crazy turns, and if you survive them and get another turn, you always have a chance because of like One Ring and things like that, you know? The thing I feel like I'm missing, I want the clones. I want Metamorph. I want both Metamorphs. The Metamorphs are sweet. They give you more One Rings, they give you more clocks. And it's tempting to replace Black Sun's Twilight and March of Wretched Sorrow, because those are kind of the outliers, but I found these really good. But their rate's bad, right? That's the hard part. And they can fit in that mode of like, just stay alive. Just stay alive. So what else could we cut? I think we need the sweepers. Again, the stay alive mode. Asa's good. Jildred's been great. The card in the Ashiok I like is Silver Bullets that you fetch with Talisman, but they're not great. We could cut the Thirst for Discovery because I'm also thinking of adding MDFCs, double face cards. Like this could definitely have Glasspool Mimic, Malachor Rebirth, Jwari Disruption. Cards I just took out of the deck to play with Thirst and to have more untapped land. And I'm kind of off it. Like it was good, but not great. So I think Thirst can go. You guys have one more cut for me? And no, I'm not. I can't cut Toxrill. There's a Time Twist, a Tail's End Ruse. Seek New Knowledge has been great. The Alchemist Retrieval, Unsummon, and Fading Hope have all been great as like 1-mana ways to save Rusco. I think I'm gonna cut the March. Shouldn't need that huge life gain boost in a deck that gains life well. So those are for the Metamorphs. Now we're gonna add modal double face cards. So we had Jwari, we cut an island. We had Mimic, I think. Basically another clock that is doubles as a land if you have Rusco. I don't think I want Vision. I found Vision really... it's slow, you know? Maybe it's better than I think it is. I also, for some reason, really like the number 7 for basics, but we should try it. There might be too many MDFCs at that point. We'll see. Let's get the Rebirth. Don't like Predation. Mauling's alright. Sometimes you just need something to die, right? And then Awakening. You get back Rusco sometimes. 7 mana is cheaper than like 10. Time Twist seems excessive. I found it good. It's one of the only things that like gets your Rusco without having to pay for it again around a Wrath. I found it good. It also works on more than Rusco. It's great at saving your planeswalkers. Delve cards? Yeah, delve cards. We've got the delve cards over here. Now there's other delve cards, but I find it's too much delve. So I've been playing a lot of decks where I run Set Adrift. So sucks that it's a sorcery though. And Murderous Cut. And in most of those games, I find I hit my graveyard too hard and I eventually draw a delve card I can't cast. And if I keep it at Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, I almost always can cast it, but when you draw 2 delve cards, it feels bad. It's also really bad when you shuffle your graveyard in with your clock and draw a delve card. So that's another reason that maybe Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise don't belong. Maybe. Can you explain the game plan with Rusco? Well, the good thing about that, I don't have to explain much. Rusco is a self-contained game plan. You make a clock, you cast non-creature spells, it puts counters on the clock, and eventually the clock goes off and you draw a new 7, and you do it all again. I mean, Rusco's a whole game plan on itself. Cast non-creature spells, and you, like, lots of them, and you just keep drawing more cards. Honestly, like, it makes some sense to cut the Dig Through Time and run something that just gives you cards right now. It could make sense to run the Proliferate cards, because these are sometimes uncastable, which is really bad. Like when you draw out of a 0 graveyard and you can't cast these. But when they are good, they are so good. That's the thing. The upside on Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise is huge. Huge. At the same time, we could be running Grim Tutor. Grim Tutor is really good. Yeah, maybe it's not really a delve deck, right? I'll keep Treasure Cruise. Quantity over quality in this deck. You just want a critical mass. How about now? What's wrong? Did we cut to Fairy? We did not run to Fairy. Well, not for a long time. It's been like a year since I ran to Fairy in this. The Fairy is one of those like tap out 5 mana power cards that's good in regular queue and is terrible as soon as it is in a queue where people play Spell Pierce, Mystical Dispute, and just hate on blue. And that's what Hell Q does. That is the Hell Q tradition. Got customization time. Who wants to avatar this Rusco pile? Is it Kaito for Demirness? Who wants to pilot the Clockmaker? Is it Shingataxis? Gale? Important questions, guys. The whole point of streaming is so I don't have to make them alone. It's a little overwhelming. I think Ashiok's got this. Restless Reef Avatar, is that real? Do you have the Bowmaster? Not for this deck. It's good in the mirror though, and I have it in other decks, but not this one. I don't know if that's right. Nerfed Bowmaster makes me sad, generally. But it still has its moments, man. When you're in the mirror and someone's clock goes off and you flash in a Bowmaster and there's this long pause, and you know in that moment that they can't remove it, it's a great feeling. What is this freaking bug doing in here? I am trying to run a stream. We'll go with the Rona. That's who that is, right? Plenty of Demir vibe. All right. Oh yeah, I think I got a style for the Treasure Cruise, but I don't want to add the styles to the Mystical Archive cards, so I have to do it the hard way. There we go. Easy. Anybody else get styled recently? Alchemist Retrieval. It's a weird romance I have with Alchemist Retrieval, but it's getting closer all the time. We're becoming best of friends. Memory Deluge isn't good here, question mark. Not really, no. If you're spending that much mana, you probably want your commander. You guys put Memory Deluge in every deck in Brawl queue? Like Hell queue? I don't. Like Teferi is about it. I think. Just yeah, I don't think that's a normal card to play. I don't think it's on auto include level. I think Pure Draw Go is where Memory Deluge is good, and Pure Draw Go is sadly not what it used to be. There's only a few commanders that do it well, and there's no point to doing it with other commanders. Like, there's no... Like, you can build a Rusco Draw Go deck, it's just not as good as a Teferi deck, so why? You know, what's the point? Teferi gets cards and mana. Oh boy. We left in the treasure cruise. Will we be punished? We get Teferi who slows the sunset. Thing here interacts with it, but we can solve. This hand is not busted, but it does have Cruise and 3 cards in the graveyard very quickly. It's fine. It's not busted. We should mull it. Hand is bad. Regrets. Okay. Well, we got a busted hand. It's that freaking easy. Mull to 6, keep busted cards. Tap land, please. One time. Just casual Dimir things. My deck's a 7, guys. It's a 7. A frustrating card. But I think we can handle it. I've toyed with playing Hermit in my deck. I think we'll be okay. Why is it leaving up? Ah, auto tapper, you got me again. Probably fine though. Burf. Love that card. Love that Magic the Gathering card. I might be able to get them to sack their Hermit using the retrieval. Gets blown out by Wash Away, gets blown out by Mystical Dispute. Do I really need another clock? That's a good draw. That reduces the blowout potential by a lot. We don't show it to them until after we get this in our hand, in case they think they can counter it. Please leave a black mana open. TikTok number 3, baby. Gonna be hard to stop all the clocks. Challenge. Ouchies. Well, if we tails end the seal, then the opponent will probably counter that with the hermit. Is that what we want to be doing? I guess so. We also get another trigger, so we tick the clocks faster. I also might save the hermit to protect the fairy. I'll have a lot of mana next turn. I don't know if that's a good play for them. And with a clock on 8, yep, it's time to let the Malevolent Hermit go. Seal resolves. Clock on 6, clock on 7. Tick-tock. We're gonna need the reload. Typical Rusco, good at emptying our hand. Then you're just like, oh my god, I need this clock to go off. Alright, makes stuff uncounterable. Seems good. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12 means we don't have Edict for Teferi, so we don't want this one to go off too fast. I think we want one counter on it. Just one. What you got? Borrower. Borrower. Get 2 counters on it, can't set it off. Alright, they're stalling, they're stalling. They're stalling. So load over here. Big deal. Meow? Now's not the time. How is this not fun, man? Well, it got a little less fun. As long as we get the kitten to land, this is fine. The good news about fighting Witness Protection with Rusco is you run a lot of ways to blink and bounce Rusco, so Witness Protection doesn't harm it very much. Do you have another way to deal with the clock? You've already had like an above average 2 ways to interact with the clock. Do you have another? Okay, we're just main phasing a borrower. And scooping. Yeah, good game, I guess. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Haven't been to the store today. Lunch break over? Maybe? The way they cast the borrower makes me think they meant to cast Teferi. They reached for Teferi and it didn't work out. 80% off a big spender. Tempting. My Magda side of me wants to buy these cards and have sweet styles for Magda. Magda's a fun deck. 100 gold for those sweet styles for Magda. I'm trying to only buy styles for the... Like, styling out a whole deck is a little trap of its own. But yeah, do grab your phones, log in, snag the gold deal if you can. I don't know, can you do that on the phone? Now that I'm trying to think about it, maybe you can. I think you can on iPad, I don't know about phone. Kinnan. I have no sweeper in this hand. Hand is fair. We counter the Kinnan. We can bounce a dork. I think we can keep it. It's better than having no interaction by a lot. We get down the Oracle, we load up the Power 9, we see where it goes. Last time we mulliganed into Dark Ritual, that was pretty lucky. We can't expect to do that every time. I didn't have a turn 1 mana dork, that's a huge deal. This loads the graveyard, which is nice, but it can wait till next turn. We're playing Oracle this turn. We drop in frames? What just happened? Seems fine now. What the heck? The internet here is normally good enough, but has moments of ugh, why are you this way? What's on top? Field of Ruin? Not important. Do this while they're tapped out. File. Hold up the tail. I'm sure they're going to try to play Kinnan this turn. We're going to need some of those board wipes. Why they're here? You! How do they always have it, guys? Every time. I can't tell you. I play against Cavern of Souls and turn 1 Delighted Halfling so much. So much. I think it's like a conspiracy, man. All right, what's on top? Oh, we want that. We want that. I can fix things. I'll probably just play it again. Life goes on. And time. Time is what we need. Mm-hmm. 6 mana combined for a spin in the wheel, so they don't quite have it yet. See what's on top. Can we draw into it with the One Ring? Is this good? Nope. Not good enough. Our opponent's about to start kinnaning us into the ground. Be nice. Oh, if I had a Cavern of Souls, I wouldn't have this problem. Here comes Timmy. Must be nice. $12, $18, $25. Can't take all this or we lose, which means we're probably going to lose anyway. Don't need to be doing that, opponent. Like, literally, what are you thinking? Kogla does that. Okay. Nice nothing you got there. Honk honk. They should have just taken the Ulamog. Taking the Meteor Golem was like one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Greed Lord. We could play Ulamog here, but we're gonna just try to draw into the untapped land because every little bit matters. Who is it? It's you. Sludge monster attacks and turns it into a 2/2, so I guess it has to be Sludge. What's this gonna do? 7 +1/+1 counters seems really good. Or 21? Has to be Sludge, right? When it attacks, put a slime counter, it becomes a 2/2. Yeah, not a choice. This is definitely a game of, oh look, they drew their 1 cavern in their 100 and we didn't because they hit us with a Tail's End at the right time. That said, drawing cavern wouldn't have helped us. This is one of the problems with Rusco in the stifle meta. Tail's End would still stifle the trigger, which would take most of the goodness out of Rusco. Takes most of the juice out of us. Dasa? What a Greed Lord. It's not even a good Kinnan deck. It's very frustrating. Jenga Daxus! Yeah. Sure, why not? Why not? Drawing 7, not good enough. If I were them, I'd hold up mana. They missed lethal. Did they? I don't see lethal. I see them too short. You sound like a Timmy. You go. They resolve those triggers in the other order. They get all the cards from Ghalta too, right? Oh man, where am I gonna get the mana? Where am I gonna get the mana I need? I guess if I draw all the Moxes, we have a chance. And I mean all the Moxes, baby. Or we can go get Time Warp. Actually, wait. Time Walk. Should have done this first. I don't think it's gonna work though. I don't think I'm getting out of this anyway. But I've gotten myself out of weird situations. Greed Lord, untapped land. Gotta have it. Easy. Or 1. We're going to 1. We're going to 1. No problem. And then we're discarding our hand. Nice. Can't be a problem. Their deck is at 39. We need one more turn after this one. Oh, and by the way, our ring is about to kill us, so I'm sure that we've got this. We've definitely got this, guys. I mean, okay. Frickin' Mana Confluence. Frickin' Darkslook Shores. Untapped land there would have done it too. I don't think it mattered. As that game ended on Cavern of Souls, let's try again. You kind of just have to take your beatings from the one of Cavern of Souls. What's interesting is now that Historic Brawl is so crazy that there are ways out of that situation. There really were. Like, there were some things we could do. And here's our revenge game. This hand is okay. We can actually go get a sweeper this time. We're not reliant on Cavern. But we might not be able to kill Kinnan on time. So let's see what happens. But yeah, the format's getting deep. There are lines to both combo off on the opponents and to just stay alive long enough to win games. It's really surprising. Like, you know, say we had drawn a Time Warp, right? And we had Time Warped and then we attacked them with Ulamog again. Then we only needed one more attack with Ulamog to deck them out of that situation. Crazy. Are there any problems with the list? Black Sun's Twilight was really bad there. I mean, it got the Kinnan dead, but it was a really bad rate to do it, and it put us back on casting Rusco, where a Fatal Push or a Cut Down would have allowed us to get ahead there. The fact that Rusco just never got to be on the battlefield was really the biggest problem we had through the game. We're against another Rusco? Is hand good against Rusco? Metamorph is a Rusco and we have Cavern, so yeah, we keep. Old Steel Heart. Might not be able to stop this Rusco here. Bluff. Okay. See if they also have a 1-mana counterspell in their opener on the play. Nope, they do not. Good. We take those. They still run Spell Bomb. Got that card quite a while ago, personally. Do we ramp? They're going to Rusco for sure, right? And then this turns into a very long game. But I'm going to resolve my Rusco, so I don't need the Metamorph. Like, I feel like we should play this as a ramp card. If we tap out, there's nothing to keep them from trying to Rusco. But then I don't use my mana for the turn. Is that acceptable? Might come back to bite me, but I think this is going to be a long game. I think the bluff is the best play. Bluff did not matter. Don't blame them though. I'd probably do the same thing. But do they have a Stifle? in the stifle meta. We go for this, they counter it, right? Unless they don't have a counter. See, if I wait another turn for this, I can protect it. But I guess I can just protect the Metamorph next turn, too. No big deal. Their clocks are really close together. That can be a good thing if we're trying to exhaust their clocks. What I mean is literally let them draw 7, then draw 7 again, and then try to win. Which is not insane in Rusco. I've done it before, I might do it again. Okay, let's see if they can come up with a time warp. The Karn will be great here if we can find it. We can also copy the key if we want to. We copy the key. We have 2 mana, 3 mana open. Not particularly great. Huh. Scared to attack, huh? Kinda weird. Verdict's not good for this matchup in any way. You can get a Narset though. Sucks to draw my 2 sweepers where they are bad. I think it's the key. I think it's the key. I think most people would snap off Time Warp, but I don't know if that's right. Thought of a way to give a bonus to members allow challenges. I hate challenges so much. I want nothing to do with knowing who I'm playing against. That is the worst offer you could possibly put on the table for me. You know, it's like you don't know me at all. Split second. That's what they took, but that means we get to keep our clock. I mean, the key kind of did its work. So they've got Spell Bomb and 2 cards. We've got Clock on 3. Push. Got plenty of mana to recast Rusco. We have no real solution if they do. And 5 mana to cast a Time Warp. Draw? Interesting. And a counter spell, okay. Well, we got the counter spell. That was part of the appeal. They're on 9. It'd be a good time to draw a Shieldred. Retrieval. Retrieval not great. I take 1 extra turn and they scoop? With the clock on 10? Allow challenges, not like 1v1, but build a historic brawl deck. See, you're pitching me lore while I'm trying to concentrate on a Rusco mirror. Of course I can't read. Not like 1v1 challenges, but build a historic brawl deck using a Lost Caverns commander type stuff. Oh, then you missed the start of the stream. Today, I don't do this often because I hate this kind of thing, but today, if anybody wants to do a $25 super, I will build around a commander of your choice. Because I'm looking for a little change up. So $25 super, I'll stop playing this Rusco pile of amazingness. I'll build a deck. You pick it. Whoever gets it in first. So, yeah, I said that at the start of the stream. Nobody took me up on it yet, but there was like half the people there are now. And people come and go. Makes sense. Bolas. You think it's my Bolas or a different Bolas? Well, we have Thoughtseize. That's usually a keep, but Ritual and Shadow's Verdict are terrible. And we don't have a perfect brainstorm because we have to go get our blue with the Ghalta. This hand might not actually be good. Like, we have two really bad cards, but if it's my Bolas, they're not the worst. They usually run creatures in that build. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to think of what would be better, though. There isn't much. If we draw the blue source, then we do get a perfect brainstorm and we can fix this hand. We also have the demolition field that can do it. Okay. It be that way sometimes. A third sweeper. You don't say. Man, this shuffler is... Bowmaster's Drag to the Bottom, Bone Crusher Giant. I mean, we're good against the creatures. Do we want to take a sweeper, though? Not really. And I guess my brainstorm gets a lot worse if they have Bowmasters, doesn't it? It had to be black, couldn't be blue. Couldn't be blue. New game. Dark Ritual on the play is a little busted. Middle finger, Hunter. Middle fingers for you. We've spent all of our time playing this deck being behind so far. It's pretty, except that one time where we had the Dark Ritual ourselves. Kind of a messed up format. New Bolas, sure. Sure. Another hand we can't keep. Another hand we can't keep. I guess? All right. Need this something. What a card, huh? We keep them in the 1-for-1 territory. My command tower, huh? New game. This is sucking, man. I'm not gonna lie, this is terrible. And it's not like I have bad cards, just my opponent's cards are better by a lot. In each matchup, I just have the bad cards. Like, I couldn't draw those sweepers in Kinnan, but I'm drawing them against Rusco and Bolas easy. Just bad luck. Or I need to figure out a way to improve the selection. But I don't, like, there's no time to spend a lot of mana drawing cards. Like, that's the problem with cards like Thirst and Memory Deluge. You can't do it. Change the deck, only 25 bucks. Big talker. Can't keep it. Can't keep it. Like, it's so bad. Every hand is so bad. And this isn't good either. Thank you, Sean, but it's not a negotiation. Appreciate it. You don't, this isn't a bargaining basement. Oh, miss a land drop again. Some days be this way. All right. Collection bad. Only 2 cents short now, Sean. I don't know. Is that something with the supers that they take in 99 increments? That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. That might be a super thing. Verizal, the split current. Man, that's terrible. This is why, all right, I'm never doing this again. Your suggestions. Your suggestions suck. I like the Narset suggestion better. All right, let me work on this for a second. Because Rusco's fun and I love it. And I'm very pissed off right now. Like, I am getting bodied and I don't deserve it. Because Rusco's good. More clearly, Rusco doesn't deserve it. That's what I mean. The shuffler hates these MDFCs. If you run them, like, and I learned this a while ago, but I keep trying to recover. If you run them, you actually have to run them in addition to lands. So you have to like run like 40 lands and then you can add MDFCs, or the shuffler just like brutally screws you. The shuffler just does not treat them like lands, so the shuffler will always 2-land you and then stone you at 2 lands. It's nasty. It's a design flaw in Arena. You can't replace lands with MDFCs, which is so dumb. It works in paper, I'll tell you that. I think the silver bullet's gotta go. There's enough variety in cues and strategies now that the silver bullets don't work. They just make your hands unkeepable. You can't have too many unkeepable hands or you lose. And now we have to work on having good selection at a really low price. A really low cost. And some cheaper removal. So we'll try the cut down again, even though I hate it. Witness, even though I hate it. And we'll do Impulse and Tezzeret's Reckoning or whatever it is. And we'll do Sleight of... to smooth out these garbage draws. Alright. I will switch over to the Dono decks. I'll do Narset and I'll do Verizal because I love you both. I gotta feel like I did Rusco a solid here. I am so... my baby is suffering. I've got to take care of my baby, and then we'll switch it up. I don't care if it takes all day. I don't give an F if it takes all day. Rusco must live. Rusco must thrive again. Okay, why not? We're not mana screwed. We've got the selection that we wanted. We've got Treasure Cruise. We're filling the graveyard right away. I mean, I need land. I also want the graveyard full, but whatever. Verizal is the first Brawl commander I built all by myself. Oh God. This is how people make decisions for what they want me to play. You wonder why I dread this. All right, we definitely don't need the witness protection. I can pick a different commander. You're too nice to me, Lord Boba. You don't have to be that nice. I said I'd do it, and I'll do it. I'll do it. I must. Should I, like, give them a perfect brainstorm with my Field of Ruin? Should I, like, blow up their land? Do you think that'll mess with them? Anna, welcome to the Cool Kids Club. You're cool. The prismatic frickin' bridge. You know how many people try to thwart me? Try to destroy me with the prismatic frickin' bridge? All of them. All of them try to beat me with the bridge. Fight their blue? Fight their blue. Blue mana, black mana. Blue mana for Whir, black mana for Shieldred. Tough call. 3 cards grave. When we draw a land, we can Whir. We can Whir at instant speed. We can also Rusco. I think we just hold on Rusco. Too easy for the opponent to counter us. Play a ring. Okay. I think it's Amber or Bauble. I'm just being sure by spending the 1 because I have nothing else to do with it. Hey, they have a Bloodchief's Thirst. That's an expensive draw 1 I just played, but you do what you gotta do, and it does fill the graveyard for the Treasure Cruise. Hopefully hits a land. Fail. Fail, fail, fail. Everything fails. Everybody dies. It's taken them a lot longer than it should. Now you can go to command. Any idea what the discard is? They tap out for bridge again. They have mana open. That's very dangerous. But if we play Wishclaw here, in theory, next turn we have 5. What can we do with 5 that actually interacts with that freaking bridge? Oh, we can Time Warp. We can Wishclaw for Rebuke and then Time Warp. But that's assuming they don't have a counterspell. If they do have a counterspell next turn, we can Wishclaw for a 3 mana play. I don't think that helps us. Think. Alright, well, yeah. Let's go for it. Let's take the risky line. If we can't beat a counter anyway, let's take the line with the most upside. Okay. That's good. You did that. Gotta keep hitting land drops if we're gonna be rebuking stuff back to our own hand. It also turns on Wishclaw into Cyclonic Rift lines. Cooking. Do it in the upkeep and they don't get to activate them. This sucks though. We're up to 8 mana for Rusco. It's gonna be hard to make another clock. Yo! You gonna minus? You gonna freeze my clock? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 mana card that deals with bridge. Can't be Karn's Temporal Sundering. Think about the list. We already used the Time Warp. It can't be Time Warp. Could get the One Ring. Their Planeswalkers just kind of go nuts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So difficult, guys. So difficult. I think we gotta do this and hope. It's hope and pray. We have to untap with at least 2 clocks or Rusco. It's the only way. And hope that they hit a bad planeswalker. Like, Tamiyo's not a terrible planeswalker by any means, but like if they had hit that off the bridge instead of Bolas, I would have been so happy. So maybe they have other, like, what I would call softer planeswalkers. This stinks. We're a turn behind, man. 1 turn behind. Liana? Liliana's okay. Liliana's okay. We can live with this. We wouldn't have enough mana to play the Rift. We could have just bounced the bridge, but that doesn't, like, long-term solve our problems.
Putrid, but effective.
Whenever they deal combat damage, draw a card. Fine with me. Man, these are the games, though, am I right? These are the games. This is what we came for. They skipped combat. Now they go for the kill. See if this resolves. Yes! Yes! Remember to decline here, or else you'll really hate Teferi's Time Twist. Alright. I don't think they're getting another turn. But let's see if I can execute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a clock with 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. Easy. Super easy. What are we wishing for, baby? We need enough gas to end this game. Thundering? 3, 4. Yeah, easy. No, 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 no. Careful. My mouse is trying to destroy. Every time, this frickin' Apple mouse hates scrolly side to side. Like, hates it. It tries to foil me. See that? How many of you would win that game? How many of you are confident you would win that game? That was exciting. That was playing from behind, baby. But this time we came out on top. We knew what to do with our Wish Claw. I said in a video a few days ago that like I could make a whole video on Wish Claw lines. Well, hopefully you got some ideas from that. That's good redemption right there. That's good redemption. All right, Narset. Which Narset was it? It's not the new one. Narset from what set? What set Narset? Aftermath. Aftermath. Yeah, I have wanted to do this one. Like that's a good, like if you're trying to read my mind on what I'd like to play. Aftermath Narset's been on my mind. Enlightened Exile. So this is the one that gives all creatures prowess. When it attacks, exile target non-creature, non-land. Mana value lesser from a graveyard, copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. What do we do with this? Isn't it the new one? Well, the new one is and isn't, Mets. The new one is and isn't the 6 mana one, right? It's new to Arena, but it's old. All right, what are we doing? What do we do here? First things first. We're blue, we run the best blue cards. Giant spells in the graveyard? No. No, 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 no. Good spells in the graveyard. Timmy decks fail. That's what keeps them Timmies. Get the good cheap red cards. Yes, I think Strike It Rich goes in a lot of things. I think there's a Mox Amber and a Bauble deck because of the cheap prowess activation, and, you know, can always get them out of the graveyard. There's a little bit of Emery going on here. Yeah, we can definitely be like a Delve deck on this one. Let's look up our Delve cards and let's play them. We can't flash them back easily. We can use that graveyard because we're gonna fill that graveyard. So I think this can be a set adrift deck. I think 3 is fine. And let's really lean into the graveyard filling. Let's grab the Mesmeric Orb. Let's grab Palantir. These are great ways to fill the graveyard. And let's grab this Jace. I've been finding that one really good in these situations. And search for Azcanta. Also grab Underworld Breach for doing all this. Could unlock some pretty crazy lines. And do we have any storm cards? Oh, Brainstorm, obviously. Mind's Desire. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, Grave Shot seems like awesome, but Mind's Desire? Relay seems decent. The idea is to try to use Narset to enable like Epic Storm Turn to gain crazy value and just do wacky things. So this might be like a Bergie and Stormkiln Artist kind of deck. But are we a Mind's Desire deck? We don't want like a big spell for the most part. We want a bunch of little spells, but I think that makes it a Mind's Desire deck. And I haven't done a Mind Desire deck in, well, have I? Really? Have you guys ever seen me cast Mind's Desire? I'm not sure I have. Doing land destruction with Narset? You want me to put Stone Rain in here? Like that? You want me to Stone Rain him with Narset? I don't think so. Let's curse them. Dude, land destruction is a meme. When it works, you're so good at Magic. When it doesn't, you're so stupid. Esper Sentinel in here. Words to Plow. Fragment Reality is really good. Unexpected Windfall. I think that's too expensive. Interesting, but I think that's like just out of range. I think Spoils is in range. For some reason, I think that 4 mana on a spell is not great, but maybe it's fine. Because when you do get the mana back in a treasury way, it's like they cost 2 mana. Alright, how do we sweep the board? Sweltering Suns. We really like 3 damage. 3 damage is beautiful. Divine Purge is probably beautiful. Ignite. Don't want too much 2-mana ramp though. We're gonna play Purge. You want Oracle? I mean, yeah, we can play Oracle. Seems fine. A Braid. Go. What else? What else? Relic of Legends is one I really like. Yeah, Lorien Revealed goes in everything. So why not? A layup, but you gotta remember it. I was wondering about Rhystic Study, man. That was crossing my mind. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I do need, though, cheap ways to draw cards. I mean, I guess I could have a turn 2 Rhystic Study with Strike It Rich. That's very appealing. I need a bunch of super cheap, just draw a card, get value cards. Oh, Reprieve. I have Reprieve. But yeah, if we're gonna do the storm thing, we need cantrips. We need cheap little producers. So we need the Brainstorm, of course, but we also need Consider. We also need Opt. Cleric, Druid, Shaman, Warlock, or Wizard. What are you? A monk. Of course, I knew that. Yeah, and so many cards. So many good cards. Yeah, Expressive Iteration's a good one. Do I need, like, these kind of cards? Do I need Crash Through? Is that a magic card that goes in this deck? Just 1 mana, trample, draw. When you're a storm deck? Cyclonic Rift. Time Warp. Is self-mill Narset a thing? I hope so. I've already added a lot of self-mill cards. Mentor. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, I was gonna run Mentor and I was gonna run Shark. The Typhoon is questionable, but there's a world where Narset gets it out, especially if we do run the cheap card draw effects. Warlock something. No, it's what's the one that gives everything first strike? Creatures gain first strike. It's red, 1 mana. Warlord's Fury, that's it. Run Stone Rain, trust me, it's a very good curve. Unless it isn't. Unless the opponent actually played creatures, in which case you just kind of look at it like, oh, well, I guess I die. Cool magic. Kaikar? Are we a Kaikar deck? Kinda competes with our commander. Concerns me, but it does make mana, and it isn't just Jeskai. I'll try it. So fragile. I don't think I like Young Pyromancer very much. Might take Seasoned though, fill the graveyard, make dorks, but Young Pyromancer seems to die. What's the? There's a better one, right? It's a monk. There's a better Young Pyromancer. Where is it? Oh, Ragavan. Come on, buddy. Just get some turn 1 scoop equity. There it is, Iconoclast. Yeah, that card. That card's good. Also, I'd love to punch them with Mantis Rider, just for old time's sake, but I don't think that's right. Tome. We could run Tome just to keep making cheap 1-mana instants. I could see that being really good. This Tome, if you're, if I'm not specific enough. Tome of the Infinite. Could also run Key to the Archive. Is a pretty good 4-mana play when they're expecting your commander and you're like, Key, and it's like, oh god, do I counter that? What do I do about that? Soul Partition is very good. I feel like Get Lost might be good, but I've been avoiding it for the most part. But I also haven't played much white in a while. Oh yeah, Teferi. Teferi. This one. And this one. And this. And the One Ring. You just kind of go down this rabbit hole, right? Where it's like, okay, I just need to stay alive, like I've been saying, like get an extra turn in Historic Brawl and a lot of good things can happen. That Narset, that Narset. That might get him. Mana Tithe is interesting. It's super reactive, so we can't have too many reactive, like, counter your stuff. Like, Tail's End is better than Mana Tithe, right? But, just the fact that it can get him is good, but people play around this card, Mana Tithe, a lot more than they used to. I don't think it's really a good card anymore. I think it used to be the nuts, and there's still plenty of white decks that don't run blue that would play it, but I don't think this is one of them. Are we a Lightning Helix gamer? I mean, I like it for the kind of oops, accidental aggro plan. But a Braid and Get Lost and Soul Partition are probably a lot better than Lightning Helix. Do we curse our opponent? Probably. Oh wait, we already have. Ah. Thought I scrolled to the top, I did not. Creatures are 11, non-creatures are 56, 20 instants, 15 sorceries. Maybe a young Pyro is fine. It does feel like they have to do something about it or they'll lose. Cut 9 cards from my deck. I guess I also want Spikefield Hazard in a Ragavan meta. I've been running it in everything. But I don't really like Smashing or Jawari anymore. Like, those cards I've mostly cut. Snappy? Snapcastery? I don't know, I got Underworld Breach. Snapcaster's a good card. Gotta stop adding stuff though, you freaking monsters. Trying to make this harder. I'm definitely not ramping into anything impressive like a magma opus. Pretty sure these can just go. Ooh, man. That said, Mastery is a... Physics Mastery is a heck of a card. Don't love you. I mean, I love you, but I don't, you know what I mean. Think you're the wrong vibe. And we don't want to overdo the delving. Another like looking at the Stormkiln artist made me think of this card. It's pretty great. Don't know if it'll be great enough. We also have no protection yet, which is going to be one of the challenges for this. Let's get some of that involved. Wonder how many is too much. No, boots are a great threat. You just throw them down on turn 1 and the opponent has to play the game differently, right? The proactive deck. A few more things I kind of want here. There's some sweet turns we can have, but it's not like taking all the turns. It's got a ceiling though. It's got a heck of a ceiling with the storm cards. Yes, is audio okay? Are the pillows helping? Cards, way too many. All right, we gotta cut some of like the control-ish element, I think, and focus on the busted stuff. We don't want Narset Enlighten Exile to be a bad version of Narset Enlighten Mentor, even though I think this still goes in the deck. We want it to be Gabi Woman. Means we gotta be storming, I think, at a pretty low. So expensive cards, I think, gotta go. All of these are fine. The Mind's Desire is the one thing where it's like, well, that might just get absolutely busted. In general, the curve's not bad. .   . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Is Divine Purge good? There's a few ways it could mess up our game plan. But when it hits, it really hits. When it hits hard. You know what's better though? Solve. Solve is better. Then you have a purge when you need a purge. If you still have purge in your deck. Nobody's allowed to suggest. The first person in chat to suggest a card over 6 or hell, over 4 gets banned. Or we're just gonna go members only chat. One of the two. You frickin' Timmies. Out. Still love this as a fallback plan, you know? They're dealing with this Narset, you slam this one, you can just win the game. What is the card that when you cast it from somewhere other than your hand, see the truth, right? Look at the top 3. Put 1 into your hand, rest on bottom. If the spell is cast from anywhere other than your hand, put each into your hand. Yeah, it's a draw 3. Clunky AF, but it's right in this deck. Let's get rid of the... No, the relay is pretty good. Like, ultimate light up the stage in this deck. Other Narset. I think Tome is too slow? Tome too slow? Might be too slow for Historic Brawl in 2024. I think Pyromancer goes because we have the better version, the Iconoclast. We don't want too much of that card. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, you don't want to draw 2. Because that's how shufflers work. I mean, do we want Memory Lapse? Really? Let's stick with uncounterable stuff and the Stifle meta. Although Stifle's too reactive. Well, it is 1 mana. It's easy to hold up. Act we still want, Wash Away we still want, but the upside on those cards is too good. This is a hard deck to build. I like it. Love a good challenge. I also love that we're pretty proactive. We have a lot of things opponents do need to deal with. The idea of getting to 8 mana and overloading Mastery sounds crazy, especially for exiling pieces of our graveyard, but we're going to be pretty good at filling it. That said, if we exile Mastery and we cast things like Mind's Desire, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, there's two cards, right? There's the Prismari Command is a very good card. Very hard not to run. But I might not. It is kind of expensive. Not super proactive, but it does set us up to protect Narset. Yeah, it's a tough one not to run. A tough one. think I'm cutting at least some of the removal stuff. I need to cut one of these. When am I gonna cycle you? Probably never. Not in a proactive deck. So we'll keep Brotherhood's End and Divine Purge. Seems okay. It's gonna be a fun deck to play, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Alright, I'm gonna cut some of the protection pieces. I think it's a bit much. What's better, Escape or Surge? I mean, Surge can buy you a turn. It can be like a fog, which we've talked about how powerful that can be. Flip is pretty amazing. Am I cutting Wash Away? Said I wouldn't, but maybe it's right. Like, we just... This meta, man. Counter spells are bad, and this is a proactive deck. I'll cut the Stifle too. We're gonna cut some of the reactive elements. Which makes me wonder about this Get Lost card. Soul Partitions, Reprieves. These kind of things are better, right? We'd rather have a lot of those in our hand than Get Lost. I know, doing this in front of the control players, you guys are like probably having a meltdown, but trust me. Trust me when I say I've been through the ringer on this stuff, man. I really have. So many good cards, so many good cards. I love filling the graveyard with Palantir and Orb. It's one of my favorite things to do. Especially for a deck like this, it's so good. It's so much fun. Right. Well. Oh well. Something's gotta go though. Something's gotta give. 4 cards, guys. 4 cards. 4 cards. Where's the weakness? It might be the Shark, but it's really good against like control decks, but it might be the Shark. Like, who has time to activate those incubator tokens? We don't make mana that way. Gabrielle, welcome to the Cool Kids Club. You're cool. You're gonna enjoy special perks like members only chat and members only streams. And 24-hour early access to my videos. Three cards. Maybe we're not supposed to wipe the board ever. I don't know what the queue is going to be, but I feel like I'm going to play some aggro decks. I feel like having a Brotherhood's End and a Divine Purge is going to win me some games. Doesn't it feel that way? So make my graveyard epic and combo off with it package that I like to run in a lot of decks, especially where I have delve cards, is these 3. And I think they just make the graveyard so awesomely juicy. I love playing them. I really do. I also love having something like an Alchemist Retrieval. It picks up your 1 ring. Plays it again, buys you another turn, saves your commander, interacts with opponent. I've learned to love it. I love Alchemist Retrieval. Might be a blind spot. I mean, Soul Partition is similar, but 2 mana instead of 1 to save your own stuff has mattered in my experience. God, Magic is hard. I love these cards, man. I love these cards. We have a lot of cantrips. I'm gonna do what I say not to do. I'm gonna cut the lands. The lands are getting cut, guys. Because we have a lot of ways to draw and see more cards. But as soon as I get stuck on 3, we're gonna go back and revisit this decision. We're gonna revisit this decision with great angst. 3, you're gonna get stuck on 2. You know what? That's not very supportive. That's not the vibe we're looking for here. What happened to having my back? Huh? What happened to ride or die? You're supposed to leave. Another pretty sweet way to fill a graveyard that I forgot about. I'm doing it. 36 lands, motherfuckers. We're going crazy. It's over for us. We're never gonna pull this off. Been down 1 time, been down 2 times, never going back again. Which lands want to come into play untapped for me today? The mana for the 3-color decks is like better, right? Or the enemy shards is what I mean. Like Jeskai, the mana for them is better. They get to run all the fetch lands, right? Because all the types are represented. That's pretty huge. They basically get 5 3-color lands. Perfect mana fix at the cost of a little bit of life. Not bad. Not bad at all. Or a fast format like Brawl. Alright, where are we at on basics? 4, 4, 3. We go down to 2. And we need to cut 1 more. 2. What's the requirements like? Blue is by far the biggest, followed by red. MTGA needs a favorite cards feature. I've said for a long time you need to be able to hide cards in your own collection. Like if we could just right click on the cards we never play and hide them, and then just add a filter up here, you know, it says not collected, just have a, you know, hidden that you can check. Hiding cards would make everything so easy, right? Play with Chatterfang someday. I might. No promises. There are combos in Chatterfang that make me a little excited about it. Yeah, like your bulk box. Exactly. Exactly. It's like the bulk box. I would also like to be able to hide cards like Fabled Passage, so I can just be like, yeah, I don't have that card. Weird. Guess I'm not gonna put that in the deck. I mean, they probably can't remove a Whirlwind of Thought, so we could grind them out with the Whirlwind. And we have Iteration on 3, but we're doing nothing on turn 1 and 2, which is probably not great for the deck. Brotherhood's End, though, is really good against them because we blow up their artifact ramp. I think this is actually a keep. Our hand is completely functional against them. Every card is useful. Never mind, we lose. Good times. Good times, guys. Let's have double red ready. I'm just kidding, of course. We'll probably Brotherhood's End here and be fine. What do we discard? I guess I'll discard Esper Sentinel. We didn't get to play it on turn 1, which would have been nice. Hey! Alright, they can't play it. Not unless they have a Mana Confluence. How dare you steal my girl? Okay. What do you guys think? Do we have to kill the Ragavan? Feels so bad, dude. Brotherhood's End, you're Ragavan. But keeping them low on mana is gonna be huge for keeping Hope's Beacon out of my business. Dude, just oops all busted cards. Alright. I think it's this and try to hit something to do with that frickin' token. I mean, the hand was functional against them given that they didn't just have the nuts every turn. But here we are. Still need white mana. Hard mode. Running less lands because of the way the shuffler algorithm works, it's actually more likely I draw a white land than less likely, which is pretty funny considering what's happened. So, are they a land destruction deck? If they are, I can stop playing. They haven't blown up a land yet. Feels bad. Too many Chandras, man. Too many Chandras out there. Now or later. I think I want to keep my options open for at least another turn. Okay. Absolute nuts every single turn. Absolute nuts. Although, actually, I'm really happy that they're playing this card and not the other one.
Let's get toasty.
I've got 2 mana open. I don't think they can kill Narset with that. Pretty good draw. Scared me for a second. It's less than, isn't it? I was really hoping to get Seize the Spoils there. Go for our iteration. No ways to cheat on mana. Stuck on the mana we have. Go hand, Autumn, exile. Cool. Fortunately, they can respond to this, maybe kill the Narset. Let's see. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted. But we're alive. And there's no Planeswalker on the battlefield. They have to spend another turn playing it. That's good. No, bouncing the treasure is a bad play there. Bart, this is... You're gonna get everybody in members only chat mode for being an idiot again. Do you want to do that every stream? Is that gonna be like a routine we do? Or do you want to like chill the F out and let me play? Is this the protection turn? I think we want to protect the Narset, right? It just sucks because it's our only 1 mana card. We might draw something good off the Whirlwind. Oracle, okay. There's backseating, and then there's like the dumbest backseating I've ever heard, which is what Bard is known for at this point. I would love to help him get better, but he won't stop talking. All right. Where are we at? 8-8. Keep working on it. Keep working on it. Oh, I forgot to shoot. I was distracted. I forgot to exile the Narset. That's on my bad. I gotta exile the Narset from my graveyard. That's why I put it there for the delve. We gotta come up with that. Gotta find a way to do that.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Razor. $11 cards. This can be 12. $11. Definitely into Fairy's protection zone.
I know where to find all the
Go baby go. It's time. We're gonna do cool stuff. We've been buying our time, now it's cool stuff time. During your next turn, you may play that card. That's the idea. That's a lot of land. That's a lot of land. Hardest of hard mode. Okay. Okay. Full control. Save it till next turn, I think. I don't get to draw a card off it, but at least it's on the battlefield. We can flip it. We'll have the mana next turn. S Moon, welcome to the Cool Kids Club. You're cool. Thank you very much for that. Ooh, I need the support. We gotta win next turn, guys. We gotta win. How are we gonna do that? Our commander is still in the graveyard because I left it in exile. Or I didn't put her in exile like I planned to with Delve. Such a kind of fitting in its own stupid way, isn't it? Opponent's gonna mastery back the big score. We have mastery in our graveyard. Is Snapcaster there too? Snapcaster. We need to find Snapcaster Mage. That would do it. That would do it. We also cast Oracle, so we need to find Time Walk. There's other things we can do. We're under Teferi's protection, so we're gonna get to next turn. We do have 5 Chandra emblems, so we're not going to get much more after that. Yuri? I mean, it's free, right? Because we have Stormkill Artist. So we'll take it. It's free it's 2 cards for free. This is it, guys. 6 health. If we go down to 5, we die on the next upkeep, so extra turns are getting very risky. Mentor. Could mean we win on an extra turn if we play it. Can we afford to play it, though? I think we have to try. Like, we might be able to just pull off 25 damage. Totally possible. Or we might win this turn if we draw the right cards. Oh man, are we gonna time twist our opponent? Are we gonna time twist her when they have 2 treasures? We might just lightning strike us. We're not quite dead yet, are we? To the moon. Hold! Oh shoot! Pause! You're going into the library, Narset. I don't think I'm gonna get to cast the swords. Maybe I didn't want to be honest. No, it was free. I should have had a stop down. Dang it! Alright, full control on this turn. You never know when that might happen again. Ooh, Underworld Breach! I have a Time Twister in my graveyard. Mox Amber. We have a legendary. It's Jace. Purge. Purge is something? I don't think it's good enough. Gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. To the moon, baby. I mean, is it twist again like we did last summer? That might just be it. And then we have the breach for the future. But one card, what? From the command zone? I don't, what, take action. Oh! Balls. It doesn't tell me what she is, but I should have known. I mean, there's only one commander, right? I should have known. That was funny. I learned something today. That's never happened to me before. I know, that's what they all say. I know.
I pull one thread,
Okay.
and your entire mind unravels.
The moon, baby! We're going to the moon. Is it a 1-mana spell? It's a 1-mana spell. We want to play it. No! No, 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 no! I want that back! Give me back the Mind's Desire! I need the mana to play it. I don't know if I'll pull that off. That's a Mox. That is a Mox, guys. We need more Moxes. Feed me more Moxes. We don't have time for full control, even though it's optimal. Look at, we're gonna run out of time and we have no timeouts. Okay, slip. Nope! Dang it. I think I just lost to time. Maybe not. Now I got combat step because I have creatures. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. What? Hazard? No! Need that card. Don't you dare. What is happening? What is going on? I lost the Stormkill Artist. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of it now. And how does the opponent still have time? Can't flashback Twister, can't play Tunneler. Oh my god. We're dead. I bet there was a way to win that though, and I never found it. Can't escape. I guess this draws a card. I'm not sure what we draw. Black Lotus. I mean, yeah, it's a possibility. In which case, I probably should have just played Tunnel Grinder. Alright. That was an experience. I feel like we went on a journey together, which I'm perfectly down for. I got some work yet to do, though. What a ride. I know. So I should have played Tunnel Grinder and wheeled the whole hand. That should have been the last play. I was out of timeouts and my timer was going to give me like 5 seconds, so I didn't think enough. Hard to do there. Those Twisters were awkward. Yeah, they just didn't hit perfect, right? And they didn't work well with Underworld Breach. If we had had the Breach instead of the Twister to start the whole thing, we would have won the game. I think I could have won that game. I think I could have won that game with the cards I drew. If I think that it was there and I didn't find it, which is actually always a good thing. Raul, you're doing Raul. Maybe I was supposed to go Sentinel into Dash, I'm not sure. But I just don't think they're going to keep turn 1 removal against Narset, necessarily. I'm wrong. Yeah, I should have gone Sentinel into Dash. Okay. Well, you know, magic. What a pair of 1-mana creatures, though, huh? Fill that grave. Come on now. A bit much. That'll do. I counter that. 1 magic card, please. Thank you. Yeah, pay up. Although that's a really good Molten Impact. Saves 3 damage to their next instant. What do you guys think? Narset? Make him kill it? I think so. Make him have it. Be here to wreck you. Easy. Barely an inconvenience. No land, though. Ruse! 5 cards in grave. Should've left you in the graveyard, but then I'd forget to delve you. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, right? I forgot to delve my Narset. If I hadn't done that, I'm pretty sure the game would have been great.
Reckless and unpredictable.
Are you?
I have some bad news for you.
6 loyalty? So much. Oak. I mean, get this in the graveyard. Cast Mastery. Ooh hoo hoo. Soul. Perfect. That is what I needed it to be.
You win some, you lose some, then you repeat the experiment.
Sorry, Jace. Love ya. Bye. Raw what? Who are you? Storm Conduit. Which is very different from Raw Caller of Storms, I'll have you know. Mill me, baby. I'm sitting on some counter spells they don't want to use. We mill our Cavern of Souls because that's what we do. Then we hit a bit of a stall. We've got a staring match here. And keep them busy, I guess. Keep them busy. This time I'm actively declining. I'm gonna mill you out of basics with my orb, and then you're gonna wish you cracked your fabled passage, you fool. Maybe they're sitting on a brainstorm looking at this Narset. That would be just fine with me. Definitely a counter spell. The pause only exists on the stack. Hey, let that resolve. Let that resolve. What we can do with that? Let's go. Let's cook. One card value engine, baby. I was about to, I swear to God, guys, what went through my mind was my Underworld Breach is going to be so tight. And then we draw it. Are you kidding me right now? Just lands for now, right? Need more ways to make mana, though. Don't really have that. We wait. Next turn they might be able to play Raw, but they're not going to. They're not going to. Do we draw another counterspell here with the Breach? Or do we wait? I think given the Mesmeric Orb, I think we wait a little more. Just a little. Where's Narset? It's, you know, she's where she loves being in the graveyard, Sal. She just, you know, in her element down here. The place I always leave her and forget about her because I am, like, that's my girl, but I mistreat her so badly. I think they're going to counter this. I think they're trying to unlock their hand, which has some card draw spells. So I think they're actually going to interact here. Maybe a little taunting would help. In a way, Narset's still doing the job. Just hanging out. Uh-huh. Hello? Really? No way. It must be my birthday. Don't forget this time, don't forget this time, don't forget this time. Perpetual effects. Remove. Oh yeah, undersimplifies what countered her. I forgot. That's a draw 3. How do you feel? Tank, tank, tank. Tank, tank, tank. Okay, do it again. So retrieval, do I have a counter down here of some kind? I have protection. Okay, I like it. All right, so the next fun part we get to do is cast retrieval on our Underworld breach. You gonna let me do that too? I think they don't have a counterspell, guys. Very weird. A lot of land off the top. Here we go again. Thinking or looking at my hand? I mean, them not countering this is weird to me, right? We have the loop with retrieval. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do to hurt them. I can just get further ahead, and if I flash back to Time Warp, it's gone for good, so I don't love that. So I think we just try to continue the See the Truth retrieval loop. It's like they're really trying to make a certain counterspell or something work, but... Or they're just trying to wait for like the crucial shot, but they're just letting me get further and further ahead here. So it's like the ultimate slow burn, right? Are you gonna try to interact now? No? Would you? You get a card. That's what I had a feeling was going on. $69 cards in their deck, nice. Breathe, beautiful. Ember, beautiful. Serious question, if I mill myself out, do I win? Or do I lose? I have a grape shot, right? Cast my deck, get Stormkiln Artist, have endless mana, grape shot. Anytime, Luke. Or you can go back to Hearthstone, I really don't care. If they have a counter and this whole time they're just not countering Underworld Breach, they've been wrong. They've been wrong this whole time. This card is so cracked. Like the best card in the deck. I really, like, come on, man. As a toilet gamer, I know you may be familiar with the term, I'm sure I know I am. It's time to shit or get off the pot. God bless this deck, though. I told you this deck would be fun. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Resolves. Resolves. Rope you to oblivion. Resolves. All right. That's fun. How next to punish them, right? I guess we'll do that last. You still have to be ready for their counter spell or whatever. They're at 22. Start damaging them, shall we? Alright, we have one more 1-mana spell we can play. Where'd that bolt go? Come on, click. Nope, not that. Anything but that. I've still got two timeouts. I'm doing okay. They might have just been roping me to try to make my timeouts harder. Okay, we play on. Dude, you're so useless. What a disgrace to Is It Mages. Maybe not. I need to, like, is there a card? Help me, chat. Help me, chat. Is there a card they can show me that it, like, makes all that make sense? Help me understand. What interactive card are they staring at through that whole thing that makes this make sense? I showed him Underworld Breach for 3 straight turns. Nothing. Just rope, thinking emote, nothing. Nothing. Was he trying not to counter Underworld Breach? There's a Mesmeric Orb on the battlefield. This card is a combination tutor and regrowth. It's like demonic tutor and regrowth, where you can play the same card every turn for the rest of the game if you have Mesmeric Orb. Are you kidding me? I swear I've seen Luke before too. Is Luke a Brawl Hub guy? I swear I've seen this username before. It might just be from all the Brawl I play, but I also feel like I've seen him play like a tournament before or something. I don't know, man. That's why I want to be like, that's why I'm struggling here. That's why I'm struggling. There must be some reason. But the fact that you don't have interaction for the breach retrieval line and that it's just going and going and you're not doing anything about it, it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Luke, what are we doing here? All right. That game's over. The game's over. The game's over. It's fine. We won. It's cool. It was a good game up until, I don't know, last 20 minutes. Bathroom. Bathroom, bathroom, bathroom. Other bathroom. Gotta recycle this. Jack's here! My internet dropped, I wasn't roping. Okay. That was nice. Great. Great. Yeah. Well, I send your internet provider my kindest regards for the 15 minutes of my life I can't have back. We move. All right, guys. Is Lord here, who did the super for the Viserial deck? Yes, Lord Bobo. Boo Boo. Is it cool if I think about it? Because I bet I am stubborn. I hate failing at anything. I bet if I think about it overnight, I'll be sitting there with my iPad at 2 in the morning and I'll be like, I can do this. And I'll have some ideas. Is it cool? It's cool. All right. It's not leaving my head, I promise. I'm not gonna forget about it and ignore it. If I end up not doing it, it's because I failed too hard. Like I tried and I failed, which I might do off stream. Or I might do members only stream. That could probably be fun. Maybe we'll do that tonight. And if you can't stay up that late, you can watch it later. You wouldn't like it. Right? Alright, so we're gonna do, is it Virazol, Viserial? I always want to say Vitriol because that's what I feel. The split current. We're gonna do Hydra Crasis Goose Mother at Home. Virazol. We're gonna do Virazol, but we're gonna do it tonight. We're gonna do it on either a members only stream or I'm gonna do it on my iPad. One of the two. Okay? That's the plan. What deck will you play for the hot tub stream? That's definitely happening. We still don't have 3,000 likes on a video. I will say, if you guys, what is there? There's 300 people here right now. I bet a lot of you are crossover, but the video that's the closest is the Judith video, has 2,800 likes. Like 200 away. And a deal's a deal. If we get 3,000 likes on a video while I've been at this vacation house, I will do the hot tub stream. But right now, we're coming up short, guys. Coming up very short. Which is really funny to me because like 30,000 people will watch and I can't get 3,000 of them to like. Even when I dangle the carrot of a hot tub. If it's because you're afraid at seeing my physique, let me show you. I'm gonna wear it. I've got an outfit for this. Like, this is the Florida Man shirt. Hold on. This is the Florida Man shirt I'm going to wear. So, don't worry. If you're scared of the nipples, we're going to cover the nipples. If that is your fear, if that is your problem. Which video? It's Judith, Scourge Diva. If you're nipple cowards, I got you. I've got them covered. Gonna be fine. You have a cabana hat. I mean, my hat is right here. And I accidentally put the strap that's on it around the camera cord. So I can't wear the hat right now without disconnecting the camera. Because I'm a professional. I am a fucking professional, damn it. I am telling you, the content of the hot tub stream, watching me boil like a lobster while trying to defeat decks like Ragavan Mono Red, it's gonna be one of the legendaries, baby. One of the absolute legends. All right. I am going to shift into record mode. We're going to record a video for Rusco. We might record a video for Narset if Rusco is still struggling, but I think Rusco's getting back on the right page and I want to play Rusco. And we might make a video for Narset. We'll probably make a video for Narset tomorrow if we don't do it. But I'm going to go make that video. And we're going to try what we did yesterday. I'm going to stream it for members only. So if you want to watch the video recording session, I don't interact with chat much except between the games. We're going to be changing to a members only stream. So you can hit join below if you want to be a Cool Kids Club member and watch me make the video. Otherwise, this is the end of the interactive streaming stream for the day. So thank you very, very much to all of you for showing up. Thank you for the supers. Thank you for joining the Cool Kids Club. I hope you enjoy the bathroom. I hope you enjoy toilet gaming in all of its finest glory. We had some cool games. We built a fun Narset deck. I feel accomplished today. We made Rusco better. So, members only stream. If you want to hit join on the Cool Kids Club, it's only $4.99 a month. You get early access to my videos a day early. We're trying out where I actually stream the recording session for members only, so you guys can watch that. And there's a number of other perks I'm trying. It's a new year, and I'm trying to make the Cool Kids Club a value proposition for all. So if you enjoy what I do, $4.99 a month. It's like probably more engaging than current MCU, which is definitely not me boasting. It's definitely me taking a dump on the MCU, which I can do from my bathroom. And I can do it right now. Thank you for watching this stream. We're switching to members only. Hit join if you want to join that. You're cool.